Hello, very good morning to both of you.
And to you too.
Great to talk again, Ramon. And what about this kid, Jude Bellingham? I remember he left Birmingham, and I'm thinking, how can someone so young be worth that? But look at the way he's blossomed now. And Madrid have got a smashing player here, and what an athlete he is as well. Up and down, great legs. So the Spanish media, you think they'll take to Jude because he's been superb for England and Champions League?
For sure. I think he is now the most sought after midfielder in the world, Bundesliga's player of the season. He has scored goals being a midfielder, very young. I think he scored 13 or 14 goals with Borussia and played quite well in the World Cup with England. I think it's perfect for Real Madrid now for the rotations we need. We have, as you know, Kroos is 33, Modric is 37. So although we have Camavinga, Valverde and Tchouaméni, it could be the perfect substitute for a player like Kroos. I think it's similar, the way they play.
Ramon, may I ask you, you mentioned it yourself there, Toni Kroos and Modric in particular have been fantastic players and great midfielders for club and country. Benzema is obviously on his way at this moment in time. Has it been time for change for perhaps a number of months now? How did the Real Madrid fans and indeed the Spanish press take to the team being thoroughly and well beaten by Manchester City recently?
Well, I think it was a fantastic match played by Man City. So nothing to say against that. They scored 4 goals. They could have scored more. So we accepted it. We know that we cannot win always. It's true that fans think, and I think that's why we built a legend that to win is an obligation for Real Madrid. It's not a success. But I think that match was clearly for Man City, and we have to accept it. And we need now other players, new players coming to substitute the players like you said, Benzema, Toni Kroos and Modric. Although I think Kroos and Modric will be still 1 or 2 more years. They are talking about the extension of their contracts, and I'm sure they can be playing still 1 or 2 more years with Real Madrid.
Well, who replaces Karim Benzema? Who are they talking about in Spain now in Madrid? Is Harry Kane still getting mentioned? Who will replace Benzema?
It's not easy to substitute a striker like Benzema, and mainly with Real Madrid, where, as I said, to win is an obligation. So Harry Kane, no doubt, is one of the best. He's still 29 years old, and he scored 30 goals in the last season. I think despite the disappointing season that Tottenham have had, I think he played quite well. And of course, why not? He could join Bellingham. I think it's difficult to find nowadays a striker like him in the world.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. And I have to break Mr. Calderón, but was it a huge surprise that Real Madrid, did not win the Spanish domestic league? Barcelona again coming to the fore.
Well, of course, we always start the season thinking that we can win the 2 titles. Our competition, as everyone knows, is the Champions League, is what we are always trying to get. But of course, La Liga is also very important. But we failed in some matches in La Liga. Barcelona played well. They were very wise signing Lewandowski. He helped a lot to win this title to Barcelona. And of course, we start the season again trying to win it. But of course, always is disappointment for fans when you don't win the Spanish competition.
Of course. Just one quick one on Messi. Messi going to America, is that a huge surprise?
Well, I suppose he had a bad time with Barcelona in the last 2 years when he was there. And maybe he thinks in America he's getting, good money. And also he has the opportunity to have a softer, let's say, league, softer, not too competitive as being playing in Europe. So maybe that's the reason. Players at that age, they need to know, they need to think about their future. And maybe he's done that, like Benzema or Cristiano. I would have liked them being in Europe still, but I accept that they have, as I say, to look for the future of the family and their future. And maybe that's the reason he's decided to go to Miami.
Yeah. Mr. Calderón, always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Sir.
Have a great break and good luck to Real Madrid next season. Thank you, Ramón. There you go, the ex-president of Real Madrid. Very nice man.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.